Hi, everybody. It's Kathy Ondas with Simply Cards by Kathy, and thank you for joining me for day 3 of Sneak Peek Week. We know the mini catalog is going live at the end of this week on Friday, July 1st, and each day I've been sharing a different bundle or stamp set from the new catalog, but today I chose to share with you one of them from the new Celebration brochure. Now, remember, with Celebration, we have it twice a year, and it will be running from January 1st through August 31st this year. And with every $50 purchase, you get to pick a free item out of the Celebration brochure. And there are a couple that are worth $100. So if you spend $100 and you earn 2 free items, you can use those for one of the $100 free gifts. So the one I'm going to share with you today is Wonderful World, and it comes as a bundle. It comes as a cling stamp set with these beautiful flowers. And it comes with a pack of designer series paper, which I'm going to bring in here and show you. A lot of florals using colors like Melon Mambo and Orchid Oasis, Rich Razzleberry, Daffodil Delight. So very, very pretty florals in this. And then if we turn it over, you have some very subtle prints. Again, some florals. They're backwards. This almost looks like our quatrefoil embossing folder. This one has some leaves, greens, and then a yellow Daffodil Delight in stripes. So we are going to use some of the paper for our card, and I'm going to bring these in here. And I am going to be using a greeting from Charming Sentiments, and that's because this does not have any sentiments with it. It's just images. And we're going to be using this little image right here. So let's get started. And I am making a card from a sketch. And sometimes I use sketches to give me an idea of what to do for making a card. And this is one of them. And this is actually part of a blog hop that I'm going to be doing with Crafty Collaboration. So what we're going to do is, this is Rich Razzleberry. It is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to burnish this on the fold line. And then I have a piece of the designer series paper in Rich Razzleberry. Now, all the measurements are going to be right down below where you see them usually after my video. So just hop on over, hit that link, hop on over to my website, and you'll be able to see the supplies, the measurements, and the directions for putting this together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a little bit of dimension and change it up a little bit. So I want to roll the corner. So I just grabbed something. This is my Stampin' Chalk marker. You can use a pencil, but I'm just going to roll this corner a little bit because I just want it to be, I don't know, a little bit of a distressed look. And then we're going to go ahead and adhere this to our card base. So let's add some multi-purpose glue here, and I don't want to get it on that area I rolled up. And we're going to go ahead and just make sure that we have an edge all the way around. There we go. Now I'm going to take this and roll this again a little bit just to make sure it's rolled up. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to take another piece of the Designer Series paper, and I believe this was 2 by 3.5, 3.25. The measurements will be down below, and I'm just going to put this right in here and glue that down. Now, the reason I chose this one is Orchid Oasis, but it has the rich razzleberry, and we're going to pick that up here with our stamping. Now we're going to stamp this image, and we're going to stamp it in the rich razzleberry. And so let's bring this in here. And it's a pretty detailed stamp that you'll see once I stamp it. So I want to just ink this up, and I am going to turn my ink over because I find that if I don't, I end up getting more ink around the edges of the stamp, and then it'll smear up on my white cardstock. So I'm going to go in over here and just stamp my rose on an angle. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know if you can see the detail on that, but look how pretty that is. And then I'm going to come on over here, and I'm going to come with my Tuxedo Black Memento, and I'm going to stamp thank you. And I want to get this covered really well. And then I'm just going to come in right here. Now, I want to add a little bow, but I think I'm going to pop this up. So let's use some Stampin' Dimensionals here. I hope you're having a good day, and I hope you're really enjoying the sneak peek days before the catalog and celebration brochure go live. So we're going to pop this up, and then I'm going to add here we go. Now I want to add a little banner to this. I think I'm going to add this right here, and what I'm going to do is set it off on the edge of this. But to do that, I'm only going to add a dimensional on each end. So let's do that, because in the middle it's going to rest on that piece of basic white where the flower is stamped. So just enough on the edge here, and bring it over a little bit. There's that. And we're going to add a little bow to that. So I'm going to pull in my baker's twine here. And I think this time, dump it all out. I should have taken it out ahead of time. I think with this, I'm going to add the black to pick up the black with the print. So I'm going to grab my snips, and let's cut a piece of baker's twine. Now, oftentimes I'll double my baker's twine up because I like the look of the little bit thicker bow with the double loops. So what I do is make like a rabbit ear here, and I make another rabbit ear, and then I pull this one through. Oops. Well, let's try one then, because I may not have cut it long enough. So all I'm going to do is pop it through here, and then I hang on to the tails, and I simply work my bow so that I get a nice loop. So here's our bow, and I'm just going to trim these off. And we'll put that on there. And I'm going to grab a glue dot. And let's pick that up here. And let's add this right there. And I'm going to trim this off just a little bit smaller. And then for our inside, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to go back and stamp this rose. And we're going to stamp right here. That's so pretty. I love that image. And then I'm going to come in here, and I'm just going to add a piece of a strip of the paper. So let's glue this down, and I'm going to trim this off just a little bit, and we can trim it more after it's glued down. I love using strips of matching paper on my edges of my inside, whether it's on the bottom or on the side. I just think it kind of pulls the paper in from the outer edge of the from the card, the outside of the card. So here's our inside, and we're going to go ahead and glue this down. And I want to get this little scrap out of there. So here's our card. It's a quick and easy card, but go for sketches if you can't come up with an idea. I'm hoping you love this. I love the distressed look of it. For the banner, I just cut, that's a quarter inch strip, and I just cut into the edges. So I hope you like this card, and I hope you're enjoying Sneak Peek Week. And I will see you again tomorrow. Have a great day.